Hey, it's me, Terry. Welcome to Introvert Theatre. Today we're talking about The Sadness, 2021 horror disaster film written and directed by Canadian filmmaker Rob Jabbaz. Um, this film is bonkers. I first heard about it by seeing a trailer on the Raven Banner Entertainment Facebook page. They're the ones that released this physical copy that I'll talk about later in the video. I saw the trailer, liked what I saw, had to see it, so I pre-ordered it and got my copy, sat down to watch it, and yeah, so here are my thoughts. So it takes place in modern day Taiwan. It follows our protagonists for the film, Kat and Jim, a young, seemingly normal young couple. They go about their day. Uh, the events of the film kick off, and they need to reunite. So it's a pandemic era film. It's very comparable, probably deliberately, to what we've been dealing with the last couple of years. There's a virus called the Alvin virus. It's been in the media forever, uh, seemingly forever. People are getting sick of it, sick of hearing about it. There's conspiracy theories around it, and people are just generally starting to, I think, have Alvin virus fatigue. So this movie's going to get compared to, or seeming like I heard it was compared to the zombie genre, or saying it's a different take on the zombie genre. Yeah, it has a lot of similarities to the zombie genre, but these it's different in the sense that the people become infected. So we refer to them as the infected, and the difference between zombies and the infected here in this film are that they can speak, they have full memories. They're essentially, they can, they're conscious. They know what they're doing. Essentially, they're infected, and it causes them to act out the most depraved, sadistic things that they can imagine. And the more and more they do it, the more they enjoy it. It would have similarities to, if you're familiar with the comic book series Cross by Garth Ennis. Similar thing. They're dealing with a pandemic where people become infected, and it causes them to act out very depraved acts. Depraved acts is probably an understatement for some of the things in this film. My jaw was on the floor throughout most of the runtime. Uh, Rob Jabbaz does a really good job of the storytelling in this film. There's not a ton of story here. It's not a super deep story, but he lays the foundation for things early on. It has some payoff later, and he builds the tension. He gives you some reprieves from the depravity and the violence that you're going to be exposed to, and he knows when to kind of build in the story and then crank it back up. I had a really good time with it. I don't know what that says about me, but it was an overall enjoyable film. Some things are really hard to watch. So I would say to anybody that's thinking of watching this film, maybe watch a trailer, watch the Red Band trailer, and if you watch the trailer and you're like, okay, this looks like it's up my alley, it's probably going to be up your alley. If you watch it and you have a hard time with the trailer, you're going to have a really hard time with the movie. Like I said, there's some pretty crazy things in here. It's a very interesting take that, it's terrifying. It's because you have these people who become infected, and you can't recognize them right away. They start to display like blackish red eyes and a really maniacal grin, and they start murdering everyone around them the best way they can until they're stopped or people run away. So because they have this consciousness, they're able to speak to you, they're talking to you, they have memories. They remember if somebody that you may have known earlier in the movie, or the character may have known earlier in the movie, and becomes infected, and now this person has the memories of those things. Like I said, it can be tough to watch at times. There's some pretty crazy things. Pretty much anything you could imagine that may cause you discomfort is probably in here. So say do your research before you watch it, or just jump in head first and see what you think. It's got a really good pacing. Like I said, it starts off really nice and steady and slow and kind of unassuming, and then dials things up to 1,000. Keeps that pace going, and then kind of does a little bit of a reprieve here and there, and then dials things back up. The acting is really good. The characters are, for the most part, interesting, although we don't get, like I said, we don't get a ton of story here. There's not a ton of character development. It's not really a character-driven story as much as it is this situation with the Alvin virus and the way it's affecting people, and it's causing humans to act out these insane, sadistic, depraved acts. And there's some potential commentary on, is there a depraved lunatic inside all of us, and our relationship with violence as human beings. and it cause you some introspection, because if you're going to watch this film and enjoy it, you're going to wonder what the heck is wrong with you. But like I said, if you're a horror fan, you like, you like your gore and things like that. You're probably gonna like this. It felt fresh. It felt different. I think Rob Jabbaz is a good director and a good storyteller. And I'm interested to see what he'll do next. It's currently streaming on Shudder. So if you have the streaming service Shudder, which I highly recommend, it's a really good streaming service. I got this physical copy, this Blu-ray from Raven Banner Entertainment. Love that company. Love their movies. Love what they're involved in. I'm a huge fan of Psycho Gorman and The Autopsy of Jane Doe and some other releases that I've been able to pick up from them. I'm a physical media guy. I think that you should try to pick this thing up. The Blu-ray itself is awesome. It's got region A, B, and C. Picture quality is fantastic. I know there's a German 4K release. I thought about potentially trying to track down, but I picked up this copy from this Blu-ray from Raven Banner, and the picture quality is amazing. The sound is awesome. It's got a 5.1 DTS HD master audio, 5.1 Dolby Digital, and then a 2.0 Dolby Stereo. The sound is great. I have a modest surround sound setup, nothing crazy, but the sound is really amplifies this film, the tension in the film, in the soundtrack, and the sound design is really good. So the picture quality is great. I have a really good TV. I have a LG C1 OLED, and I have a reasonable lower endish 4K player, but the picture quality out of this Blu-ray is fantastic. Great special features too, which I highly recommend. If you can, you should get the physical copy of this from Raven Banner, just for the special features on this thing. Director's commentary, interview with director Rob Jabbaz, behind the scenes featurettes, which are great. Color grade comparison, and a Fantasia award presentation, and some trailers. Like I said, do a little bit of research, watch a trailer, see if this is something that you might like. Be wary if you're not sure, because it's pretty intense. But overall, I think it felt fresh, it felt new. I haven't seen something like this in a very long time, and I'm excited to see what Rob Jabbaz does next. So, let me know what you think if you've seen The Sadness in the comments below, or follow me on Instagram at Introvert_Theatre. Hit me up on there. Comment down below if you've seen it, or if you want to see it, or what your thoughts are. And good luck. Thanks for watching.